Hello, fellow wargamers and history fans. This, of course, is Gamer 1745 with my continuing learning session for Decisive Campaigns, Ardennes Offensive. On this scenario, learning about it, literally the first time I played it, I think I've overpushed. I've fell back a bit. Yeah, I think I have a reasonably coherent front line. So let's take a look at what we are doing here. Look at these. Visit HQ and increase morale. All subordinate units. Cancel. Pioneers. Grenadiers. This is our reconnaissance element. These are pack 40s. I'm going to move the Pioneer element over to here, I think. I want to leave some anti-tank there. And oh, now here. Well, what I think I'm going to do here is fire just him here in this unit. In that unit. Now I think we're going to use these guys, the wasps and the grills. How do you spell it? Grillies? Grills? I don't know. I don't know how you pronounce it, I should say. There's definitely something to be said about concentrating firepower, but we will sort of do that here, I think, on this one. We also want to bring in the 119th for a fairly big barrage of this armor. Ooh, we took out a bunch of army. I'm still not sure. I don't know if concentrating your attacks are better than piecemeal ones in the same turn. You know what I mean? Well, I'm not talking about concentrating on one unit. I'm concentrating about talking about a barrage. Would it be better to, is there a difference from firing this unit at this tank, this artillery unit at that tank stack, and this artillery separate, or does it happen all at once and have a bigger effect? Now here we just have some Panzerskrecks, but that might be enough to hold against that unit there. Might get some count fire. That's all right. Yes. Okay, for us. Okay, so we're not being entirely passive, though we are somewhat defensive here. Continue here. We did some interceptive fire. We did some there. As they moved. So we are still doing very well. Okay, this is the night turn. We'll just not burn up ammunition here. Well, maybe we will. Jeep got a tank. There's a lot of nuance to this game, and I am sorely lacking in some of it. Right. Well, we're not gonna do much this night turn. We'll wait for the dawn to break. Dropping artillery on us there. Okay, well, they've come up to the ridge there. Not sure what and how much this is crossable. I have, quite honestly, a mix of feelings about the situation here. Is how much we should be just on the defensive, or whether we should attack where we have an advantage to destroy the unit. So what I think I'm going to continue to do is look for good targets. Concentrate on this unit. So let's also bring in this artillery. Let's strike down here as well. I don't know how much different they think these open top vehicles for artillery versus others are. Now here, bit heavier losses than I'd hoped. Fire on them. Destroyed the 2 units, very nice. And is it here? Yeah. Let's put some artillery on whoever's in the town. Okay, no known casualties, so I wonder about the possibility of an unknown. That's being not totally passive. Yeah, that's not terribly good. We should look into rivers and crossability here. Don't know. I definitely detect a difference here versus here, and I need to make a video on river types. Maybe my next tutorial video. Yes, you can see all the planning going into the tutorial videos. I'm just sort of winging it, figuring something out. And if you've got an idea or a question, please put it below, post it below. I do look in the manual and figure them out before making the tutorial videos, but they're putting artillery back there. Don't see any losses. Oh, Panzerschreck looks like. Blitz, maybe. Not good, but not terrible. It looks like they're doing a major push up here. Do a concentrated barrage there with all the real properly heavy guns. These guys. That weakens them a little bit. I know there's a real possibility of opportunity fire, but I don't think that we could. Attacking force wouldn't be them. So they can't shoot across here. They got some flak 88s, some Falkverlanes, the 4-barreled guns. Those I think would be good defensive elements here. And we'll get them up to here. Defend along with these guys here to get that. So I think that river line holds them there. So I'm hoping we'll do okay there. Now let's see here. Let's look at officers' cards. Increase the defensive bonus selected unit, but offensive penalty because hedgehogs. Okay, so that now let's look at higher command. Okay. Wondering if we had there is I've seen a card that entrenchment here. Now let's see if we can play this card here. No, oh no, here. Yes, that's what I want to do. Deeper entrenched. Took temporary command of the 1,125th Volksgrenadier Regiment entrenchment has been increased with 25 points. Okay, so they are more heavily entrenched there. We are not going to pursue across the bridge, and they're going to hold there to see how well they do that. Right. There we go. Put in here. Fired upon. Opportunity fire looks like. Wish that maybe there is a speed adjustment. I'd like to read that out a little. Oh, I guess I could read the losses there, but yep. I should do that some more. Okay, they're not pushing here. I've got a line here. They both have supply and are in supply links. So week and a half for a truck. Very good. Okay. Looking at these readiness here, they're going a bit lower. Let's play this card here, and we're going to visit this HQ, which will increase all their subunit morale. Very good. And now we see a lot of those have gone to green instead of being at yellow. I don't know that that's the critical time to play it or anything, but I have a tendency to not overly play cards or similar things that are one off. Always sort of waiting for, hey, when is it like really needed kind of thing. They're sort of, no, they're getting lower on supply. So we're going to just attack with this. How effective it was going to be. Well, they're just like really low. And that's fine. I guess, for the moment. I guess you get across that bridge. Okay, let's start turn. Okay, access losses. Infantry, panzer grenadiers, pioneers, Volksgrenadiers, Nachtruppen, lost 22 Panthers. Oh, I think. Oh, this is no. This is this isn't the turn. Oh, I was wondering this was getting big. No, this is overall because we were pushing hard with the Panthers early on. No, this is total loss. Not up to this point. Okay, not per turn. I was hoping it was like for that turn. Okay, so now we have supply here again. Is coming back up. Let's move you down to here to better give fire support down there. I hardly move at night, so I talked about in an earlier episode. If you haven't watched it, check out the earlier episodes. Hey, if you haven't subscribed, please hit the subscribe button. Talking about how I like that it's just one night turn out of 4 per day because it takes it's difficult moving at night. It's difficult doing anything at night. Most modern humans, because most modern humans live in cities, don't really understand night in the dark. And when you can't just all turn on flashlights, like we can in the modern days. I mean, they had flashlights, trust me. American standard kit at least had flashlights, and the Germans had a different type of flashlight. But you can't just all turn on flashlights and start walking around the battlefront because you'll draw fire. Back here they're using, the headlights with the painted over with just a little slit showing and whatnot. Yeah, sure, that's fine. But getting anywhere near the sharp pointy end, but even still moving around, limbering up horses and whatnot for a night movement is going to be difficult. Even if you're pretty sure. Oh, they're trying to punch through there. Artillery. Back. Well, we've won this game. Okay. So, round 6 conditions. Okay, game ended in a major Axis victory. I thought they were going to be pushing harder. Okay, well, I'm learning. So we lost 22 Panthers, 12 Panzer IV with the L-48 guns, basically Panzer Gs likely, or Panzer H's, probably Panzer H's mostly. 28 half-tracks, the 251, some Panzerschreck, some Muleiters, some 250s. Those I think are the reconnaissance ones, half-tracks. We lost 3 Jagdpanzer 470 there. The A's, I think the Enquetes. Lost a little bit of other equipment. Now the Allies lost, 710 veteran GIs and 240 green GIs. And we lost, they lost a lot more troops between their infantry, Panzer Grenadier, and Volksgrenadier. A lot more. Lots of trucks, bazookas. M4 Shermans with the 75, 39 of those, 33 M10s, the tank destroyers, 26 M7 or M4, so M4 76 millimeter. Those are the higher velocity Shermans, if you will. 26 Stewarts, 24 Greyhounds, 19 M18s. Those are tank destroyers, I believe. Maybe something else called M18, but I'm guessing they're the tank destroyers. 9 M4s with the 105 millimeter guns on them. Those are infantry support versions of the Sherman. 9 M3 75 millimeter howitzers. Right, so they've lost a lot. Okay, so this is what victory in this scenario looks like. Remember, what we were supposed to do was stop a relief movement by the Americans. That was the goal. This was not indicative of the major movement of the offensive of the Ardennes Offensive, the Battle of the Bulge. This was stopping a relief movement. I'm not sure on difficulty levels what we were playing. I didn't go in and look at that, so I'm not sure really how much there are of that. I would have, and I was, if you remember, if you watched it all, pushing to try to get this supply source, but then found a lot more tanks and decided my losses, if I got that supply source, weren't going to be worth getting the supply source. Trying to preserve my force for future operations, but not preserving my force and losing the objective of holding the Americans from breaking through. So I try to keep that in mind. So hey, I want to thank Nils, Chief, Timothy, Sir Toyjet for support on Patreon. Really great. Grateful for all of your support of everyone else there. Other people can for as little as $1 a month, and you can quit at any time, as you know. But hey, what I really ask is like the video. This is what I ask for. If you like the video, if you post a comment, just saying hi below, it really helps the algorithm. But I'll say hi back to you. But you can just make a simple comment, and of course, like I said, if you haven't already, please subscribe here. And thank you so much. See you next time for even more historical gaming. Oh, we will be. I will be playing the larger campaign. So if you want to check that out, I'll be doing another series starting very soon.